The Beavers will kick it away to start.
Set to kick off.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22.
First and 10.
Okay, break. Lasso! Grabbed in the middle, it's Chang. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Nice job reeling in that catch. And listen, when you say Miami Hurricane football, to me, I think about burners at the receiver position. Michael Irvin, Andre Johnson, Santana Moss, Reggie Wayne, who I played with in the Senior Bowl. These guys could not be covered one-on-one. And this dude here in this offense today, he causes the same kind of problems. Really, really good route runner. He always seems to get open.
That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. Breaks the tackle.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down.
Cricket.
Dumps it to the back. Quick completion to the right. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be illegal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and further down the field, I would love for the refs to call those more often. It's a cheating play, basically, running these RPOs. So hard to stop. Nice execution by the offense, but probably cheating too.
And the Canes, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. The inside handoff. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Looking downfield, it's Francis. It's caught. There he goes. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And the Hurricanes trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Quarterback sneak trying to power his way ahead for a few.
And nice job by this defense. You kind of knew something like this was coming. Great job. You got to get penetration. First thing you have to do is get up under that center. Make it really hard for him to go forward right now. Nice penetration, stopping the quarterback sneak in its tracks.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they try to go quarterback sneak, and I know to a lot of people that's a play we all take for granted, like it always works. Quarterback sneaks are designed to get just 1 inch. Somehow you've got to come up and do it. But the defense there, David, they bowed up and stopped them.
Did a great.
Scores on the sneak.
Number 11 is in the end zone.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and it was finished off with a quarterback sneak.
Oregon State, 0.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. Back to throw, it's Raiola. Unloads to the wideout. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. He's in open space downfield. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
Of 2. Brings up third down. That's the end of the first quarter.
And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second.
7, Oregon State, 0.
So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
The Beavers getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Durham. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. And the Beavers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. The Beavers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. These DBs going to give a little cushion. Here's a heat. Grab near the marker. It's Durham. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a 1st down.
From the 22 on 1st and 10. They just keep firing. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
and the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
After that penalty, now they're set up inside the red zone on 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Running back searching for a hole. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Oregon State.
Number 26.
This has been a back-and-forth battle with a lot of football left to go. Really nice job executing on that rushing touchdown. If they get this extra point, this thing is all tied up.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. And he loses the ball. And what a terrible play. You just can't run back into the end zone like that, and it's going to be a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Wants to throw, it's Raiola. Oh, they're after him. Finds a spot in the middle. He's into the open down the middle. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Beavers! They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacks on the extra point. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20.
Will take over. 1st and 10.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. They'll start this drive going to the air. Caught over the middle. It's Chang. Turning it on. He's at the 40. At the 20. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
And the Canes are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
Timeout, Oregon State.
We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Motion from the back. Looking to the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
After giving up that big play, this defense has been a rock. 3rd and goal coming. Unleashes to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
You know, timing is so important in the RPO game, especially on 3rd down. Quarterback and receiver just didn't have it there, and now it's 4th down.
Fourth and goal from the 3. Let's see what this offense can dial up from here. Back to pass, it's Francis. Fires into the end zone. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
On the ground, it's Chang. He's going to lose a yard on that one. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. A delay of game penalty in this part of the field, man, the defense just starts spitting fire after that. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Standing in his own end zone looking to throw. Makes the catch. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Looking for a man. It's Raiola. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. Great move. Now he's got room. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that.
The score, Oregon State 16, Miami 7.
Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
Well, they're trying to pounce on their opponent with the lead in the second half, trying to steal a possession, but give the return team credit. They may not have been set up perfectly for that onside kick, but they're Johnny on the spot, and now their offense is licking their chops, hoping to go down and score.
Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. They'll open the second half with a run. Got enough for the first down. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Skips away from pressure. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Behind the chains now on second and long.
Here we go.
Looking for a man. It's Raiola. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Is incomplete. It's third down.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on third down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're fourth and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Three straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Can't hook up on the long throw, and 4th down goes by the boards for this offense.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. He'll start this drive going to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Jordan. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You could flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
Now sliding to his left. He'll pull it down. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off. He takes off and gets a positive gain.
The Canes with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to pass. It's Francis. Throws for the tight end. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
It doesn't matter who it is, receivers, and in this case, a tight end. You get open. You sometimes start to look at that green space in front of you, and you just take your eye off the football, lose your concentration a little bit, and miss that opportunity for possibly a big play.
They'll go to the air on third and short. Wide open downfield. Makes a grab over the defense, and they are threatening now down at the 15. From the gun, the running back has it. Powers through the defender. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. The Hurricanes moving quickly to the line. A first down run in the red zone. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Canes.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
They'll line up to go for 2. He wants to throw it. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line.
The attempt at the two-point conversion is no good. That keeps the score. Oregon State 16, Miami 13.
So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. Hauls it in inside his 20, and here he comes. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position.
First and 10.
So the first play of the drive will come from the 43.
Here we go, set.
Looking downfield, it's Raiola. The sweet feet buy a little time. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
They had hoped to come up with explosive plays, and they used one there to set them up inside the 30, first and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Loss of 4. Brings up second down.
The Beavers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play.
That's the end of the third quarter.
When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza.
221 wing, 221 wing. Let's go, let's go.
Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the fourth quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Second down.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Going the other way, and he's got room. The 30, the 20. Touchdown, Miami! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
So much pressure on this defense just to get a stop on this drive. They were trailing, but after that turn of events and the interception, they've now got the lead. Now remember, they're going to have to come right back on the field. They've got to be able to refocus themselves, but what a play.
They'll line up for the extra point, and at this juncture, every point matters. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth.
That makes the score Miami 20, Oregon State.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Set to advance on the football.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. Open field on the right. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
That is just what this offense needed, man. A big play down the field, trying to score a touchdown, trying to take the lead late in this football game, but now they don't have to go super fast. They don't have to rush. Great play by this offense.
Back to throw, it's Raiola. Gets it to him on the screen. Breaks into the open. And wisely gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've gotten the first down, now in plus territory and a chance to save themselves.
Where's the defense on that last play? It's a 2-minute situation. You've got the guy making the catch in the middle of the field. You've got to tackle him in bounds and keep this clock moving. Somehow they were able to let him get outside and stop the clock. That just can't happen.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time? Breaking on the ball. It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
They're dealing with a second and long.
Set, ready.
He wants to throw it again. Looking to the big tight end. It's complete.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best players.
Motion from the wideout.
Cooler 18. Cooler 18.
Jump the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the Beavers trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. Looking to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon State. And inside a minute to go, they've got the lead.
Number 85 hauls it in the end zone.
Needs this one to push the lead to a field goal.
The extra point.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And what a late touchdown in the final minute that is likely the game winner here. And he takes this from inside the 5. He's got great speed. Oh, what vision. There he goes. Open it up. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
Really good execution by this offense late in the game, under a minute, score to take the lead. It's what you draw up. It's what you dream about. But now my defense has to go on the field and get me one more stop.
On to attempt the try.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth.
Makes the score Miami 27, Oregon State 23.
Now that they have the lead, this kickoff unit has to stay in their lane, create some field position, and hand it over to the defense. On the move from inside his own 20. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24.
Take over, 1st and 10.
They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Dropping back, it's Raiola. He wants a big play here late. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
Tight end now in motion. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Unloads it left. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
Well, that's exactly why you practice these 2-minute situations. The quarterback knew exactly where to go. He's trying to work the sideline, save some clock. Great route by the receiver getting open, making the catch, getting out of bounds. And this drive is off to a pretty good start.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And the defense is smelling blood in the water at this juncture. They know the offense is going to throw it, and that's why you see these D linemen and linebackers, man, they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback, and to hit that time, help force the incompletion.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Looking left. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion now setting up third down, you've still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
Well, you look at the clock, they've got time for one more play, but they're out of Hail Mary range here, needing a touchdown to win this game. This is going to be a last-second, last-chance play that they practice, by the way, throughout the week. It's going to involve probably a lot of laterals, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football.
Down 4 late, they have to convert on fourth down to keep hope alive. Defense not showing press coverage. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Oh, he dropped it, just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time
Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. And it's caught from inside the 20, and here he comes. Finally stopped after a solid return out to the 32.
First and 10.
Ready, ready. Lasso.
The give to the tailback. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Brings up second
Well,
down.
good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
Ready up.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12.
Moves.
To the air, it's Francis. It's complete to the right. Smashes through the tackle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
Running back with the carry. Picks up 1. Second down coming up.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8.
Get set. Get set.
Back to pass. Release to the back. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on 3rd down, forcing the incompletion.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Gets rid of it. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense. Not giving up any big plays and forcing the 4th down.
42 Spider.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Catch in the middle. It's Burnett. And he'll go down, but he delivered the business end of his stiff arm to that defender on the way.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
The Hawkeyes look to keep this drive humming.
Easy.
Scanning the field, it's Francis. Quick strike complete.
Because not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this.
Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
And the Hawkeyes will have it 1st and 10. Corner's going to give them room. Gives it on the option. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
Picks up 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
3rd and long from the 30-yard line in this defense, hoping to knock them out of field goal range. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He lets one fly deep. Touchdown, Hawkeyes! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
Number 88 with the catch and score.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Fielded in the end zone. It's Tate. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback.
Notre Dame offense will take over. 1st and 10.
And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
By the receiver. He's tackled at the 20.
They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. First play of the period, 1st down here. Motion from the wide receiver. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's 2nd down.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
To throw, it's Francis. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Escapes the pressure to his right. He's going to take off. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And now, and if this offense could go back, they'd be like, throw it away. You know, don't take the sack earlier in the downs, because the scramble now puts you in a good 4th down situation. Interested to see what this offense does, but they got to stay away from those negative plays.
This is an opportunity to show your offense you believe in them. Their opening drive of the game, still in their own territory, going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's going to run it. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
And I tell you what, I can justify when it's really short, but when it's 4th and medium on your side of the territory, man, that success rate continues to plummet down, and now they've just set this offense up in really good position.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. That's caught. It's Eakin. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Dropping back, it's Francis. Working that left side now. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Throwing right. It's caught. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
This tight end is such a weapon because he can line up all over the field. That time he starts in the slot. He's running the corner route against zone coverage, and he's just got athleticism and wiggle and the ability to separate and make big plays. It's so nice to have a target like that.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
Touchdown, Iowa! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
Number 3 makes the catch and takes it in for the score.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
For the extra point.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Taylor. He doesn't get it back to the 25. He's out of bounds at the 21-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Motion from the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Pittman. Running wide open down the gut of the field. 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
Number 5 with the grab and the score.
PAT unit on the field.
On for the extra point.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Takes it inside his own 20. Chance for great field position here. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. To the air, it's Francis. Pressure coming. Under heat, and he gets rid of it.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He throws into the middle of the field. It's caught. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw on first down. Dances away. It's complete to the left. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
And that was awesome by the offense. Good completion, great awareness by the receiver getting out of bounds. If you're on offense now, jog off the field, get the field goal kicker out there. You're going to steal 3 points at the end of the half.
From the red zone, looking for a man. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Well, the game plan's been pretty simple offensively, right? They are taking shots, and they're being aggressive, throwing it down the field. This guy's already got 2 touchdown passes. We're still in the first half, and on that last one, he was looking for number 3.
And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. From the left hash, he'll try to bend in a 37-yarder. Never a doubt. And now the lead is even bigger.
That makes the score Iowa 17, Notre Dame 7.
We are just about ready to start the second half.
Set to kick this one away.
He'll bring it out. It's Tate. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24.
Offense will take over. 1st and 10.
They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Sends it back in motion. Out of the chute. Quick toss to the right. Still on his feet at the 35. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now.
There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
Notre Dame right back to the line. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the ground, he's got it again. Wrestled down at the 26, it's a gain of 4.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Got it in the middle, it's Tate. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. A great catch and run for 6.
Notre Dame, number 23, with the catch and score.
Lining up for the PAT.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. Looking for daylight from inside his 20. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26.
Will take over, 1st and 10.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Back to pass, it's Francis. Under fire. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And I think this team knew going into halftime trailing, their defense was going to have to step up here in the second half. And on the very first play of the third quarter, they get a sack. That is good news for this defense.
The Hawkeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to pass on 2nd down. He tries to take the top off. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Man, if you're going to win games, you have got to hit on the home run type plays, and that was a great opportunity right there. The receiver has got to be able to look that football in and make the catch.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Irish! And they turn it into a defensive score.
Notre Dame, number 12, with the defensive score.
They'll try to add another to their lead.
For the extra point.
And the extra point splits the uprights.
Good. That makes the score Notre Dame.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Francis. Back open in the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Under a minute to go here in the third quarter. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got it in the middle, it's Burnett. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
How about the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Slings it downfield. And the timing just a hair off.
Incomplete. It's 2nd down.
So now it's 2nd and long.
29 Philly.
Wants to go up top. Gonna take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's not afraid to go deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter.
That's the end of the
One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory.
Iowa 17.
They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Leaves it with the back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Hawkeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down.
Get set. Get set.
They'll keep it on the ground. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
The Hawkeyes with the 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. And the Hawkeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Out of the gun, the running back has it.
I think the run defense, a lot of times late in the game, you always wonder how well it'll hold up. Nice job on this play by this defense, getting in and getting the running back on the ground.
The Hawkeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Looking to throw, it's Francis. Grabbed in the middle, it's Burnett. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. So now the opportunity with a touchdown to take the lead.
Here we go.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Heftiness coming out on the goal line.
Lasso.
Got it back on 2nd and goal. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. A huge chance for points here on 3rd and goal, and if they can get it in, we might have ourselves a finish. From the gun, wants to pass. Back's looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Hawkeyes! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Well, I love the play call late in the 4th quarter. Now you're just trying to get athletes in space. They throw it to him just short of the end zone, and he does the rest. And because of it, his team now has the lead.
They want to throw. It's a fake. The kicker wants to throw it. And he'll be brought down.
And the two-point conversion is no good. That keeps the score. Iowa 23, Notre Dame 21.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's Taylor. And the ball is loose on the return.
And that one stinks. Your offense is ready to get on the field, make something happen, and you fumble the football. Not only that, now it's in the red zone. Now their defense better be ready to stop the scoring from the other team. What a turn of events.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee.